Some of the content in this podcast does not belong to me and is displayed for entertainment purposes only. Step to the throne. Welcome, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, to the 120th edition of the Goldie Gossip podcast. Let's rock the show, y'all. But first, let's do the flip. And there's the flip. All right, guys. Let's get right into some of Goldie's childhood idols. Everybody talks about comedians. You know, Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps, all of the great comedians nowadays. They forget about the shoulders that they stand on. One of my favorite childhood idols was Flip Wilson. Flip Wilson, he played a girl named Geraldine, honey. Some of you guys wouldn't remember Flip Wilson, but he's one of my idols, and right now I'm going to show you a clip of Flip Wilson as Geraldine. Check it out.
Is this year's queen, Miss Roxanne Stevens. Accompanying the queen is her escort, Prince Charming. Also on the float is the runner-up to the queen, the young lady who came in second.
I was robbed. I'm not going to let you forget it. I should have been the queen. This contest was fixed.
Please, dear, keep smiling and scatter the flowers.
I ought to be scattering some teeth. I should have been the queen. Please, don't you touch me. You don't know me that well. Who do you think you are anyway?
I'm Prince Charming. I'm a member of her royal family.
If you're a member of her family, you should be wearing a bandit's outfit. Because y'all robbed me. I should have been on that throne instead of her. Should have been Queen Geraldine.
I didn't rob you. honey. If I was a judge, I'd have voted for you.
Why don't you stop bugging, My Highness?
Why don't you admit you got to be queen under false pretenses?
False pretense.
Yes, that's what I said, honey. False pretenses. Don't forget, we got dressed in the same room, honey. In your case, what they're seeing is not necessarily what you got. Don't jive me.
A princess?
What? I told you not to touch me, turkey.
Do I look all right?
Compared to what?
I don't know. I just want to look nice for my folks. They're going to be watching.
You know where they'll be sitting?
Well, sure, they'll be sitting on the couch.
Are you telling me they brought a couch to a parade?
No, they're going to be watching back home in Arkansas.
Arkansas? This parade is longer than I thought, honey. I ain't riding this giant float all the way to Arkansas. I don't care what y'all say, I'm getting off.
Well, it's not going to Arkansas. They're going to be watching it on television.
Tell them what kind of vision?
See, television there. See those cameras up there in the next block?
Yeah, they are cameras.
In a couple of minutes, we're going to be on TV.
Look at that. You didn't tell me we were going to be on television.
We're not. Nobody's going to notice you. People like to see stars, and I am the star of this float.
If you don't get your hand out of my face, you're going to be seeing some stars.
Hold it. Take it easy now. You'll be on the air in 2 minutes.
Who are you?
Phillips, NBC, float coordinator. Now, I designed this entire float, 20 varieties of flowers. We can make floral history. Let's see how we look. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Well, look at you. Well, you're stepping on the hibiscus.
I am?
Yes, he's stepping. You should be stepping on the geraniums, not the hibiscus. There. All right, now, didn't you read your sealed instructions before the parade?
Well, I didn't know I was supposed to. They were sealed.
You just stand on the geraniums and keep off the hibiscus. They're a very, very fragile flower. Now, you're Queen Roxanne, aren't you?
Yes.
I should have been the queen. I was wrong. This contest was fixed, and I'm going to expose anybody who had anything to do with this.
Who is she, Miss Congeniality?
What is it you trying to say, honey? The name is Jones, Geraldine Jones. It should be Queen Geraldine.
If you don't cool it, Miss Jones, you'll be pulling this float.
Yeah, you're a lot like Killer. I like a man who knows how to talk to a lady.
Well, now, kids, we're on television, so I've got to see a better smile than that. Ah, that's better, that's better. In 10 seconds, this float will be seen by millions of people all over the world.
How many?
Millions of people.
Ooh, man, that's a lot, ain't it?
It certainly is, and you know how much that means to all of us.
I understand. I understand. Completely.
Well, good luck. Okay, hit it, Prince.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Just knock it off. We're trying to win the thing, Turkey. Play that tune Killer wrote.
So that was a clip of Flip Wilson as Geraldine. Back in the day, they had the Flip Wilson show. If you ever want to see some old school comedy that's funny as hell, a lot of the stuff that they did back then you couldn't get away with today. But anyways, you can go to YouTube and check out the Flip Wilson show from back in the 60s and the 70s. Now, coming up next, let's get into some Goldie Gossip. That's right, some Goldie Gossip. Guys, I want to give you a little bit of education about money. Insured money is better than cash. Now, I know you're going to say, Goldie, what do you mean insured money is better than cash? Well, let me give you a for instance. If you don't know me and I'm selling you something, and after I sell you something, it wasn't what you wanted, if you gave me cash, your money's gone. But every transaction that is paid through a debit card or a credit card is insured money by the FDIC. This is a federal government that insures every bank account for up to $250,000, $250,000, every account in the bank. If you pay for something with a credit card and they ripped you off, all you got to do is go to the bank and tell them about the incident, fill out some papers. The bank will do the investigation and return your money back to your account. That's the word to the wise, guys. Insured money is better than cash. Now, coming up next, some more Goldie Gossip. Everybody's got this fascination with booty. Booty fascination. I don't get it. I think it's gross, but anyways, there's a young lady online by the name of Gracie Bond. Now, I will admit, it's not a fake butt. When you see it, you're gonna think it's fake, but it's her real butt. But it's unbelievable. I'm gonna show you some stills, and I'm gonna show you a TMZ clip of this young lady. She went to get on a plane, and her butt was too big for the seat, so she paid for 2 seats. And after paying for 2 seats, her butt still wouldn't fit. And she tried to sue the airlines. But anyways, let me show you the clip of Gracie Bond on TMZ, and I'll talk about it on the back end. Check it out.
If I go on a train, I'm very comfortable. If I go in a bus, I'm very comfortable. I don't understand why paying for first class shouldn't be comfortable. You know, it's a real issue if you don't offer to, I don't know, big people those options to be more, I don't know, accepted in a plane that is you're paying for.
You're saying like even in a first class seat, and I actually am curious because you're standing in front of the Coliseum, what your travel was like to get over there.
For this travel to Rome, I couldn't find first class seats. There wasn't any available, so I bought 2 seats. And I even made the video sitting on the 2 seats, and I couldn't fit. It was it was funny because even in that way, it was uncomfortable. So I think airlines should have another option, at least 2 extra large seats for people like me, because I am sure that I am not the biggest woman on earth, so I wonder how other people do.
There are people who are saying, because a lot of people are commenting on this, that this was, they believe, and I'm just going to put it out there, this isn't us, that you did something surgically to enhance your butt, and that was your decision, and that the airlines shouldn't have to conform to a decision you made. That's what some of the comments are What do you say about that?
I understand why people say that because I understand that I'm a very big girl, but I have always been like this. I used to weigh 300 pounds, and my legs and my butt was always this big. It was a real issue for me all my life. And now the surgeries I got were more like to make me thinner at the belly, at the arms. That's why maybe people think that I have implants or something in my butt, but I don't. Even if that was the case, then I'm sure a lot of people have those. They should have options, and not because I got surgery in other parts of my body doesn't mean that my request is valid,
Now, it's just my opinion, but is that crazy or what? First of all, once it get that big, it doesn't look sexy. It looks gross. It's a spectacle. And anyway, like I told you guys before, I don't like booty. Ain't nothing back there but skid marks, boo-boo, and farts. And I don't want none of that. It's what's up front that counts. But anyways, everybody has their opinion. Everybody's getting these Brazilian butt lifts and stuff. Go at it, but I'm not down for that. Hey guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I'm gonna close this out with, I was thinking about doing some more Abdul the Fool, but maybe next time. I'm gonna close it out with another Goldie Himalaya video. Be good to yourselves, always love yourself, always believe in yourself, and never give up. Peace. Good night.